Good evening, Stephen. How are you this evening?
I'm doing great.
Okay. Thank you for agreeing to talk about your writing experiences and sharing some with us. What inspired you to start writing?
Well, for years, I would buy technical books for probably the last, I'd say maybe 15, 20 years.
Oh, okay.
And I have never seen a black author that I've purchased on any books. So I decided rather than complain, why don't I just do it myself?
Okay. So, like, how long ago have you been writing?
My first technical book I wrote in 2011, but many years ago, my actual first book was written about 30 years ago. I created a book called Get Credit Power, and I started that when I was 19 years old, and that was it. I sold that, and basically I became an author, and then I went dormant for years until 2011.
Okay. Have you always wanted to be a writer?
Not necessarily. Sometimes I really avoided writing at work.
Okay. What advice would you give to a new writer, someone who's just starting out?
My advice would be one, take a writing course, and two, get you an editor.
Why is that?
One is because you will make mistakes in your writing, and you do not want to publish that, or let's say, publish it a book with errors. So an editor can kind of alleviate that embarrassment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you had writer's block?
Sometimes
How do you handle it?
I go and take a walk in a park, and once my thoughts are clear, then I can continue. So when you have writer's block, you can't write. So you have to do something other than write, and you write when you feel that it's flowing.
Okay. What, in your opinion, is the most important element of good writing?
Being able to explain clearly a concept which removes all ambiguity.
Okay. And how do you come up with the titles of your books?
Since I write mostly technical, I actually look at what type of technology I'm currently working with, because one, it gives me time to do it. If I'm currently working with it, I can actually write about it. And then also, what are the current trends?
What time of day do you usually write? Is there a particular time of day, morning, night?
It kind of varies, but many times I find that writing in the middle of the night is best for me.
Why is that?
I think it's calmer, like 2 or 3 in the morning. I think that the energy is calm and you can tap into your sixth
Interesting.
sense.
When did you first consider yourself a writer?
I decided after I got a lot of compliments from my writing that maybe this is something that I may be better at than I actually thought I was.
Okay. What is the most difficult part about writing for you?
The most difficult part is to basically, when you're writing, is to come up with one, a structure of what I want to follow, and also once come up with your ideas, how, and this is technical, so a lot of times it's different. This is different than like character writing, but technically you have to be able to explain a subject matter, and you have to really kind of know what your audience is, and then you have to use different levels of we'll call it terminology for different audiences.
So, do you write for different audiences? Are your books mostly geared to one group versus another, or it varies?
Initially, I started writing for developers, and recently I switched into more of I'll call them non technical professionals,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my new audience now.
Okay. Do you ever hear from your readers? And if so, what do they say? What feedback do they give you?
Yes, I do hear from them. I mean, there's basically reviews that will pop up on Amazon, since part of one of my channels that my books are sold is Amazon, and Amazon there's a lot of reviews there, and also there's a site called Author Central, and I have a section there where writers or my readers can actually communicate with me.
So I'm sure you probably get all tens in your reviews.
Of course.
Of course. What type of tools of the trade do you use?
Well, Amazon provide many tools, but I mean, the bottom line one is just having a nice word processor like Word, or some type of editor like LaTeX. LaTeX is an actual pretty good tool.
What is LaTeX?
LaTeX is a open source writing tool that was developed, maybe around 20 years ago, and it's used on many college campuses. Many theses are using this tool. So it's actually a pretty good writing tool. It kind of lets you use a template without having to worry about formatting, because it does the formatting for you automatically.
Okay. And how successful have your books been overall?
They've been pretty good. I would like to see more success, but for a start, I'll take what I have and not complain.
Okay, so let's say, what is your ultimate goal, or what is success to you? What is your definition of success as far as your writing goes?
Success would be to be a full-time writer, where I can pretty much work from anywhere in the world, and all I need is my laptop, and that's it.
So you would like this to be your full-time career?
Yes, I would.
Okay. And are you on social media? Can your readers interact with you?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Would you like to share today how they can reach you, or find out more about your books? Do a little self-promotion here.
Just go to Author Central at Amazon.com and search for Stephen Thomas.
All right. Well, there we have it. Thank you very much. I'm so happy that you were able to spend our time. Hopefully our readers will check out your books online. And again, give another plug for your site.
Yes, thank you. In fact, you can reach me at